represent the opinions and the views of Trustco Group International, the broadcast regulators in Namibia, or that of the Informanté Radio station. This is Informanté Radio, the sound for a new age. Every day we bring you the hottest music, the ultimate music mix. Some outrageous conversations.
I know a few alleged drug dealers.
This is not a drug conversation.
And I'm not.
This was.
This is no drug slender will be accepted.
You will not come play snitch here on the show. Disclaimer: I don't know anything about drugs. I don't know any drug dealers.
I know.
I just want to talk about witchcraft.
Let's get to the real thing.
The Morning Mix on Informanté Radio. The sound for a new age.
Yo, Bucks. Get out! Color on the beat now. Doesn't matter where I got it from. If you find out where I got it from, and the good boy shut up money, shut up money, and the good boy shut up money, shut up money, and the good boy shut up money. I'm having big money. Doesn't matter where I got it from. If you find out where I got it from, and the good boy shut up money, shut up money, and the good boy shut up money, shut up money. Shut up, money, kalawaju. Kola, kacho, kola, kacho, kola, kacho, kola, kacho, kola, kacho, kola, kacho, kola, what's the name of 3, 2, 1? Oh, 3, 2, 1. What's the name of 3, 2, 1? 3, 2, 1. Kola, kacho, kola, kacho, kola, kacho, kola, kacho, kola, kacho, kola, kacho, kola, what's the name of 3, 2, 1? 3, 2, 1. What's your name? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. I'm having big money. Doesn't matter where I got it from. If you find out where I got it from, and the good boy shut up money, shut up money, and the good boy shut up money, shut up money, and the good boy shut up money. I'm having big money. Doesn't matter where I got it from. If you find out where I got it from, and the good boy shut up money. Shut up money, and the go boy shut up money, shut up money, shut up money, kalawaju. Chogoda, chogode, chogoda, shop, chogoda, chogode, chogoda, chogoda. Kalawaju, gulu no twice so don't get me. Kumatangu andi kweta loko. Kalawaju, muya mahendra kiveto ovenu selfie continue. Kalawaju, andi kumba shut up money, andi kumba shut up money. As long as you leave us up to the morning.
Always loving local music on the morning mix on Informanté Radio, as a matter of fact. Extras 3, 2, 1. These boys are from the coast, if I'm not mistaken. The song is titled Shut Up Morning. Good morning and welcome to the morning mix on Informanté Radio. Mora Maria.
Morning.
How is we?
Always good, always good.
All right, so me and Mary are quickly going to talk sports while we wait for Neville.
Yes. What do you want to talk about? I'll give you options of things I can talk about. We can talk about volleyball.
Oh my gosh. Okay, then I will be left behind.
Talk about golf.
Golf, I can dabble a little bit.
Okay, talk about racing.
Which racing? Horse racing, car racing?
Car racing.
What, Formula One?
Yes.
Okay, Formula One I can also talk about, but the sports, if you ask me, has become a bit boring. You only have one winner every race.
All right.
It's boring.
So, yeah, then you and I are not on the same page.
Yeah, no. So we're definitely not talking sports. Let's talk fashion.
Let's talk fashion. Disclaimer, I am not wearing the same clothes from yesterday. So don't ask me if I slept at home.
Yes, please. Before you start with your things.
And if I don't sleep at home, I'm smart enough to carry a overnight bag.
Come on, extra. No, you just start living, an outfit.
Outfit. Do you think that's how you guys get caught, Mosna? She leaves a hair grip or...
She leaves something in the house. Yes.
Something in the house, yeah.
And it's always put in that one place that you will definitely not really find it. But someone else who's maybe cleaning up the place is going to come find it.
Yep.
Yep. And so begin that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys who have joined the show already. Maybe, Maria, we can just do a quick COVID update.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's scary. Yesterday, by the way, guys, we tied for our highest number of cases reported in one day. That's 247 cases. Of course, this record was set only 4 days ago on the 16th, with also 247 cases. But in any case, it brings the total case load to 4,912, 2,442 recoveries, and 41 deaths. So 2 new deaths recorded yesterday.
Yep.
In relation to COVID-19. It's hitting closer and closer to home. Like I was saying yesterday, moving around in Windhoek is basically playing Russian roulette at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, and of course, because so many people are not showing symptoms, you can't really say no. I have the luxury to I guess be a bit relaxed because I see nobody around me showing symptoms or nobody looks sick or anything like that. A lot of people are actually getting infected without showing any symptoms.
And it's sad because, I remember when we were going off the residents of Walfish Bay.
Yes.
And to hear yesterday, I think it was just a moment, to hear the Minister of Health saying yesterday that a lot of the infections around the country originated from Windhoek. It's because people are sneaking out of the capital.
Yeah.
Or to go to other places for the most unnecessary reasons.
Yes.
And as a reason, they've had to implement this mandatory, you have to produce a negative test before you can get a travel permit.
Yeah.
And of course, then that will be considered because it's not a guarantee that you'll get a.
Yes.
If
you get a negative test, you still get to go through the process.
The process, yes.
Mm.
For example, they're not considering weddings essential. I know it's wedding season, but guys, weddings are not essential.
It's August.
It's August month,
right.
yes.
Mm.
And he also raised concern over the fact that with wedding season, and we know how I can speak for the Shivambo culture.
Mm.
I only want to speak for the Shivambo culture. I don't want to speak for other tribes. These weddings are predominantly done in villages, rural Namibia. And that's where a lot of the elderly are concentrated. So you are actually exposing the elderly who don't have the immune system you do to fight this, real vulnerable in society. Because you can't postpone a wedding, or you must attend a wedding, or you don't see the seriousness of this situation. So at some point, I think Windhoek, we need to take accountability for what we're doing to the rest of the country and the people, because it's very selfish of us. And I think we're just acting like self-entitled people, where we just want to do what we want to do without realizing that there are serious repercussions, life or death situation, really.
And people still are seeming to ignore the fact that these large gatherings are a definite no-no. Like, it's like what were they calling them? Super spreaders in other parts of the world, where people keep gathering for whatever reason, in the midst of community transmission being rife in that particular area. This is you're just asking for trouble. I don't know if it's a thing of it won't happen to me or what is the attitude there, ma. For me, it's just a bit irresponsible.
Not a bit. It's a lot irresponsible.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a lot irresponsible. And again, it would be nice if they start prosecuting. If you sneak out of Windhoek during lockdown and you get caught, there should be repercussion, and it can't be a $2,000 fine. People need to start getting prosecuted for this behavior. And I know Namibians only start acting accordingly, unfortunately, when there is more severe consequences.
When things become really serious.
When
yes.
things become really serious. So at some point, that should be under consideration. I know they said that they're discussing it, but I think it would be nice to start implementing. And again, if you're a resident of Windhoek, guys, just stay here.
Yeah, where do you want to go? Everything is already
just
here.
Stay here. Stop infecting people outside the region and outside the city. Stay here and practice the precautions that we now can sing like a bird.
Yes.
Everybody knows
exactly what to do.
I mean,
now.
even my kids know what to do now. So
Good morning, Batman's uncle.
Morning, guys. Morning.
Wat jy geslaap gister word het
Ek
gevra
moet
hierso.
amper gevra.
Traffic.
No,
Really, that's just traffic just caught me this morning. Morning, everybody.
It's not true. There's no traffic on the road. We just saw aerial pictures of the road from Elisenheim. There's no traffic on the road.
So what are you guys delving into? Again, the irresponsibility of people out there.
The minister was complaining yesterday that most of the cases around the country, whether you look, I mean, all the ones that are popping out outside Windhoek were actually, as a result, most of them are because of Windhoek.
Well,
So it's people
sneaking out
and people coming into contact with people that are in Windhoek.
How do people sneak out of this town?
I have no idea.
The city.
But also, by the time we implemented the lockdown, I think the virus was already traveling in the community, and that just those few hours that everybody had before the lockdown came into effect, I know a lot of people who snuck out. And
It should have been immediate.
Yes, and you also saw like the next morning how many people were at the police station. Those who of course opted to wait and get a permit the next day, but the majority of people had snuck out already, and that means you have no idea where they had carried the virus if they were carrying it themselves.
And it's wedding season.
I mean, for the...
As well.
Oh yeah, also true.
Double potholes gestamp in Van Plan.
Sorry, before you get in the wedding season, there was a picture I think somebody posted last weekend. It was a wedding that weekend. And you can clearly, I mean, they say 10 people, right? But you can clearly see between the groom and the bride that they have more than, I think they each had like 10 groomsmen and 10 bridesmaids. Just the entourage there, then you have to now include the families and whatever.
So the wedding party itself is already
too big. And the fact that they were comfortable posting it, like even posing without even masks, I know this now, it's fashionable to now do the bridesmaid dresses with mask or to do the bride's dress with a mask. But these people were like posing without anything, and I was even wondering if they had any masks. But it's the fact that they didn't see anything wrong with it. I mean, if you're getting married and then there's new regulations, cut your entourage. It's okay to say, I know I asked you to be a groomsman last year when we didn't know about COVID-19 and that this is going to happen, or with these new regulations, but I can only take 2 of you and my wife can only take 2. And the rest, sorry guys, blame her met your suit.
For us guys, it's a bit easier. Maar it's ook tough, jongens. Like, hey, my bro, ek het al klaar 12,000 rand gespandeer om die soet te koop vir jou troue. En nou sê jy vir my, ek kan nie weer kom strooi nie. Wat se goed is dit?
You can have a second wedding later on.
It is the dumbest thing that people are doing at the moment, waiting for the lockdown regulations to be relaxed before they get married. Get married now.
Yeah.
Because you see, with 10 people, your budget will be intact.
Yes, it's true, yes.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine, Socrates Diaz, who got married last weekend. 10 people. Klaar. Vampu wedding. 10 people. It's unheard of. But it works for your budget because at the end of the day, the aardappels and the sly and the food and the drinks or whatever is what cripples us as black people.
Even when I
Make use of this now.
Even when I see people with like 10, I wouldn't know how to fill up 10 spaces. I don't know that many people I want to have as my bridesmaids.
If I just think about all the money I spent on my wedding years ago.
Hoeveel bridesmaids en groomsmen het julle gehad?
Asseblief.
Is a yellow entourage?
No, in fact, we didn't have an entourage. We just decided we had no bridesmaids and batsagoed or whatever. But the money that we spend on
the dress
food,
and
the dress,
entertainment,
etc.
venue, alles.
Was nah.
Nee.
Yeah, no.
But that's all right. It's not.
I also got married at a time when there were no lockdowns, and I invited nobody. I have family, my parents, her parents, and a few really close friends,
I like
and
intimate
witnesses.
weddings. I like intimate weddings. I
That's
don't.
nice.
I don't like those big things.
Mm.
Those firecracker things, and come see the fireworks and ice sculpture and sushi goed and
Sushi
the
is
whole.
nah.
And okay, no, sushi for 10 people is fine. I'm talking about
For 70
for
people.
like 700 people, you know. I would have anxiety at my own wedding.
You're taking me back now to days when corporate events was like the in thing.
Dat julle sushi goed geëet het.
The oysters, the Tabasco,
Lekker.
the black pepper, all over. I'm telling my wife, listen, I'm not gonna eat at home. You and your kids cook for yourself.
The mensen wat je niet doggy bag nie.
I'm just too black for sushi.
Yeah, just the hero for sushi. That's the thing.
Doesn't have enough meat. Or no meat, rather.
It's just white. What is it? Looks like fat. Kom eens.
It's a race, man. Actually, I need to go have sushi today. Oh my God.
Nee, ik zei die sushi mos is white meat. It looks like the fat.
I know.
I was like, nee, hoe eet julle net vet? Kos lees een paar comments. So, Eileen Meide, Nyoma, you deserve a SIM card. Saying good morning. Christron watching from Walfish Bay. Ashley Omukwendata. Wanandu. Okay. Good day, Walfish Bay. In Windhoek. Otto Shuminoti, thank God it's Friday. Watching from Walfish Bay from Ailey. Morning from COVID epicenter, Paul Willem.
It's ons nice.
Yeah. Good morning, guys. Simon Amushira. Good morning, Namibia from Ronnie Joe from the UK, I believe. Legeto.
Legeto.
There's a Legeto. It's a Legeto. There's a mini you out here. Morning, watching from the rooftop in Tura. Is that the only place where you can get the network come aboard the roof? I need to climb on top of the house to watch the show.
You should have done better with the start save. Laat ons vir jou mooi se data gee. Yeah.
Moro Namibians, Annelies Steenkamp, or Annelien Steenkamp, rather. Good morning, guys, from Benito Nati B. Come at the ex-COVID epicenter. That is no Walfish Bay. Good morning, Namibia. Thank God it's Friday. Happy weekend from Swakopmund. That's Magdalena Marsh. Frans van Wyk also just hashtag Informanté Radio. Good morning, family, from Nelly. Watching from a self-isolation space. Okay. Wishing you health and wealth, I guess. Sebi Uyana Kapitako, good morning. That's Klom, good morning, Siso.
Oily Maida says, marriages are on sale now. This is the time to get married. Everyone can afford one. Yeah. Well, if you first have to find a husband or a wife.
Husbands are also for sale now. Raymond Basson, the community should take part and help Pimp Diaz. Wat nie orde het nie. Wat? Huh? Pimp Diaz wat nie orde het nie. Wow, ons moet mekaar klaar bedoel.
Yeah, pimp.
Yeah, it's moet begin.
No, you're right.
Okay, now I'm with you, Raymond. Ailey, people don't ask out the government implemented the restrictions late. Don't speak out. Don't sneak out. Yes, vandaag is vrijdag, ne?
No.
Ooh, people didn't sneak out. The government implemented the restrictions late. Okay.
No, people are sneaking out. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. It's like
Also, if you know you're going into lockdown, the fact that you're rushing to get out is in itself very questionable.
What's your motives?
What's your
Speaking out,
motive? Yeah.
Ephraim Kadikwa, good morning, MMC. VK Kamati, Bon DFM. And some of these people who snuck out are now crying to come back in.
Play that by us.
Happy Friday to you, my best MMC from Sylvia Ita. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Ronnie Kawenji, good morning, crew. Neville, what time you call this? Chekom no Jiran. Cubase, keep that the Neville.
I call it 20 past 8.
Give that the Neville verbal warning. He's late.
Ek sal uitloop hierso.
Louis,
Gaan aan.
yes, score your first goal. Your first own goal. Score it. Louis de Fatima Fernando, good morning, guys. Away, that's the groot man. So they were kind of waiting for you. Good morning and thank you for what you are doing. Eva Festus Ya Naingweja.
You're welcome. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, I'm tired of reading comments now.
Yes.
We can read more comments.
Guys,
Let's get into the topic. Vandaag is vrijdag. Kom, begin. Sorry. Yeah?
nee, ek wil net 'n vraag vra. Maria, with the I don't know if you guys have heard this. I don't know if it's true, but there was an article. No, not an article. John Grobler. I think one of the most
Well, recognizable journalist, investigative journalist, I would say.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the fight that we are on one of our WhatsApp groups at the moment.
Jismus deel van die squad, die Desmond squad tikkie.
Yeah, those ek, Desmond Amunyela, Lazarus Jacobs.
Ja.
Because
Kiri het goed.
yeah. So just to waar is hierdie ding? John Grobler post, will one of the journalists attending the next COVID briefing please ask a Khanjiba. Will one of the journalists attending the next COVID briefing please ask if it's true that the WHO is paying Namibia $3,500 for every new case reported? It's a question that he was asking on social media. So now, on our WhatsApp group, 50% says, we believe what John Grobler is saying. It's good that we need to investigate it. Others are, John Grobler is a racist, he's useless, he's an apartheid apologist, he's this, that. So it's a whole fight this morning.
Okay. So,
on this topic.
Okay, so I'm WHO. Okay?
Okay.
I'm WHO. Why would I give you $3,500 for every case that tests positive?
I have no idea.
Because I'm World Health Organization, I guess.
Why
Apparently.
would I? Because what you can do is now start cooking your books.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so it would be
That's the
something else
allegation.
if I'm giving you $3,500 for every proof of somebody that has recovered, for example, like a reward system.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But why am I paying you $3,500 for every person? And then why would, if you're getting money, why would any country then be eager to bring down cases? Because I'm just thinking, if you're getting $3,500 for every person that is infected, why would you try to
Reduce the number.
reduce the numbers? I mean, you're benefiting monetarily, right? So I'm not saying it's wrong, but I like to use logic. And 1 + 1 has to equal 2
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
And when the maths don't add up, I need to kind of sit back and really think about it. And maybe there could be a reason, but I would have to hear it, and it would
Exactly.
have to make sense
Exactly.
Yeah.
for me to consider it. But
Look,
right now it doesn't.
It could be a situation. I'd like diving into this one is a bit difficult because
Yeah, it is
we
difficult.
don't really have the exact
facts.
information.
Yeah, I know, for example, payment for people that die to assist with the process of burial
You're right.
that WHO gives. That we know. WHO does give money for every death. I didn't know that is supposedly for every infection.
Like the logic could be, it is sort of understandable that the higher the caseload, the bigger the strain the pandemic is putting on
the
places.
local health system.
Yeah, local health system, on the local economy and stuff like that. So maybe it is a way to sort of try and mitigate the effects of the pandemic from the UN through the World Health Organization, of course.
I considered that.
I don't know, yeah.
I considered that, but then why per head?
Per case? Yeah, I don't know. But like
The per case doesn't necessarily make sense to me. I understand if you're giving a chunk of money. Maybe if you're looking at ratio infection.
Yeah.
And working out an amount for that. Looking at population size, looking at ratio of infections, blah, 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 blah. And then give an amount. But to say every case that has tested positive
is going to get you, it's going to earn you this much. Look, personally, right, I think there is some international assistance from...
No, there is, definitely.
But you just need to figure out what.
Yes, the exact equation that they're using for helping fund whatever it is that they're helping fund in this regard with regard to the pandemic, of course.
Yeah.
That is information that we clearly do not have.
And just by the way, John is very disingenuous because he must also get those answers himself.
Yes.
I don't know why he considers himself a journalist. I don't know why he's delegating or encouraging other journalists to be. He's in fact investigative journalist. So if anybody can find that information out, it's John.
But that is simple. You don't even have to call government. You can call the World Health Organization.
My point. Sometimes it's like that's why it's starting to reek of it's reeking of chasing controversy. And I'm not saying that's what the case is, but that's what it reeks like. Because if you have that information and you have the context,
make it public.
And you are a journalist, so you know how to go about investigating cases, then why not do a proper research and get all the information and talk to the ministry and talk to WHO and speak to whoever you need to speak to and put out an article, even if it's on your Facebook, with all the information, then kind of throwing little hints that you know are going to end up as WhatsApp fodder, and it's going to end up like you kind of lighting a match, just
trying to gaslight you.
Yeah. So
I didn't even know who
like
John
that.
Grobler was until Melo started talking about him.
Man.
I'm just kidding.
I don't like that type of journalism.
Yep.
Ander manigidai.
Sinye. Rob Vera is also asking, what?
Grobler.
Who can tell any for Grobler? He used to come out with like the best articles.
No, back then we didn't know how to read. Games Manyala Mutondenje. You guys and your names. Good morning, MMC. I understand how white people struggle to pronounce our names. Namba Haikali. I also heard about the World Health Organization payment from a doctor. They do give financial assistance for countries during pandemics. I just don't know on what basis. I think that is what we clearly have established. Tekla is saying to assist with healthcare expenses. Urban saying watching from Walvis Bay, listening to the news. Okay. Julle maak met Diramakar man. Diramakar is Vrydag asseblief.
Take for Martin Hemutoni says, Mr. Grobler might be right. Why were the two guys given 2 block?
Yeah, because I remember that clip. Those guys were talking about the 2 block gekry.
Check it out. That's the groot winkel stories. Leave them away.
Yeah, speaking of groot winkel stories, Neville was sharing stuff with us yesterday. It's like
what?
Lost man net.
Hey, gaan man.
Mary had love you said you fan stories, so let's just leave it there. Bradley said, I know someone apparently waiting on lockdown regulations to relax in order to marry. I told him, Chase Tom.
Mugu. Mugu.
Let me refresh so I can get some new comments.
Huh?
Is he saying?
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Kuma.
So let me give you an insight into our morning mix WhatsApp group, right? So the gossip monger will drop a few pebbles on the group.
Who?
The gentleman to my right.
The gentleman.
The gentleman to my right,
The honorable gentleman to my right.
who is like in 50 WhatsApp groups. he gets all this information. So let me just give you insight. This is like inside information, by the way. So the gentleman to my right will drop like some gossip monger, like some pebbles on the group, and instantly the gentleman on my left will be like, "Oh, wait, let me go check it out. Let me go find that person on Facebook. Let me go
further investigations.
Let me go check it out."
No, further
And then
investigations.
I will-
You use the right term.
And then I will come in and say Yellow Fan stories. And then the gentleman on my left will be like, "Yeah, never. Yellow Fan stories."
Listen here, Maria. When those things dropped yesterday, just wanted to go see if there is not a number plate there that I know. So this person is dropping number plates left, right, and center.
I promise you,
Listen.
I didn't even go check because I don't care.
No, I went
Listen.
to go check because there was one of the questions was, "Hey, where are you taking that lady that you just picked up behind checkers? Number plate, what? I'm like, hey, young, these guys.
Listen, if we're all honest with ourselves sitting here, ne? Okay, let me speak for
Yes,
myself.
speak for yourself, please.
Yeah. If I hear a rumor of infidelity, ne, sneaking behind somebody's back,
Yeah.
it could be the Sunny Boy case, it can be whose case or whatever. Ek wil weet.
So that's the stuff that interests you.
Nee, want kyk, ek wil met mevrou gaan skinderbidies. Dit sê mevrou jy gehoor. You understand? I'm not interested in finding out who's bankrupt, who's losing their house, who's losing their this. That is just fodder. Okay. But if you
Cheating gossip.
ne?
Believe it or not. Believe it or
Ek
not.
sal gaan luister.
Believe it or not, that's actually the gossip I actually really, really, really despise in this country.
Wat is jou
Because
probleem?
That bony, it doesn't build. It doesn't build.
But gossip in
It's-
general
it's-
doesn't build.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
but gossip, actually, you're very right. Gossip mongering doesn't build any nation. But there is a level, like, I think there's levels to this thing. And who's sleeping with who
Yes.
is like the
Soap
abs-
opera stuff.
Yes.
Oh gosh, that's not Oprah. That's Jerry
Springer.
Jerry Springer goed.
Yeah.
Maria just doesn't want her stuff out there. She
Yeah.
doesn't wanna
I'm not
rock up
worried.
around
I'm
those
not worried
places.
about my stuff coming out.
Kyk,
I mean,
kyk die ding is that is good entertaining gossip.
no, do you know why I hate it? No, and it's not about like my stuff. Ugh. I don't like it because it's always an element of slut shaming, and it's women that it is Neville. It is because
Not always, Maria.
no, I said there's a level. Not always, of course. I'm generalizing, but mostly because if you're cheating on your wife and it comes out, people will be like, it's almost nothing. It's expected, right? A man to cheat on his wife is mos nou nie so groot storie nie.
Nee, dit sal 'n groot storie
Maar
wees,
as
Maria.
jou vrou op jou cheat,
Ja, dat daai is. Ja.
daai is mos nou
That is not right.
that is the gossip. That
Yeah.
one.
But we didn't make those rules. We found them there.
Maria, what do you suppose I do?
Ignore it.
Ne? If I hear a juicy story about
What is juicy now?
juicy.
Let's say about Semi.
Yeah, semi or so
Of Shines.
of shines. Shines.
Yeah.
I hear a juicy story about Shines.
Give us a story. of
Shines is having an affair with a married woman. And this guy found out that Shines is sleeping with his wife. He found Shines and his wife at Arabush. He beat the crap out of Shines. Okay? And Shines comes here and Shines has not been at work for about 2-3 days. Die man se oë staan net so. It's ek sal mos vra, ou bro. What happened?
And he
So
said-
if the story starts making the rounds, of course.
Look,
So-
infidelity is really not that uncommon. Number one. Let's stop treating it like it's
It's this
thing. Okay, that's why we were so excited by entanglement, right?
It's a
It's because it's like infidelity, right?
But you see, that's how normal it is. Like we don't even make it a thing because
No, we did.
Everybody cheating.
No, entanglement it's all people spoke about for 2, 3, 4, 1 week, 2 weeks. It's all that everybody spoke about. Entanglement. Everybody had it in their status. Some entanglement. It became a favorite word. But firstly, let's accept that infidelity is not that uncommon. Okay. Well, I don't, but yeah, I'm sure a lot of people do.
Okay, Maria hasn't cheated yet.
Yet, yeah, it could still happen.
Challenge accepted.
You can't cheat. You can't cheat when you're single. Anyway,
Jay ook nee, seriously.
Yeah,
Jy kan
also
ook nog
get in a
stop.
relationship, so we can also... nee, Maria.
so jealous of besigheid.
We're gonna auction you off like a fishing quota.
Fishing quote.
Nee, ons is moeg.
Oh my gosh.
I'll take your picture, Maria. Nee?
No, please don't.
Nee, moenie my kom
I
sê.
don't
please
have a
don't.
problem with male attention. Thank you.
Nee.
Anyway, so accept that it's not that uncommon. Women cheat, men cheat. It's accept that, and then it will stop exciting you once you accept that, because it's just like, okay.
No, but there are certain people that you still look up to. Like, for instance, imagine the conversations we have in this morning, right? Not in this morning. We have in the show here. We've been having over the past 2 years or so about the relationships and stuff. And then somebody finds out, oh, maar Cubase is bezig of Neverless body bezig.
Niemand sal worry as julle besig is. Hulle sal worry as jou vrou besig is.
After
Maria.
everything that we say here on a daily basis.
You guys don't talk here like you don't cheat. Let's
No,
be
we
very
do.
clear.
No, we don't cheat.
We don't cheat, no.
Nee,
not
we don't
anymore?
cheat.
Not anymore.
Nee, wat is jou story hoor?
When you say not anymore,
Lost
how
mate.
far back are we going?
Ja. Ja. Anymore.
Do you know that flirting with women on social media is also cheating?
No, it's not.
Okay, thank you very much, Cubase. Maria, so there is now also cheating.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
Hallo, hoe gaan dit?
Yes. No. Hello, hoe gaan het is a greeting. I'm talking about flirting.
Like how? Flirting how?
Ja, Maria, cheat lekker lang bene.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're like, you have been thinking about you and joh, die bene van jou, like, I can just imagine them around my neck. For
No,
example.
now I'm not flirting, I'm propositioning.
No, but you haven't even got to that. But because you will go argue to your wife that there was no physical contact.
No, but like, that is not flirting for me, that's propositioning. If I'm telling
all
I'm
right.
imagining you doing
Okay,
this
well,
or doing
flirting
that
is
to me.
cheating too.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
Don't flirt with people when you're in a relationship.
It reminds me of a conversation that we had once off air. And we actually wanted to bring it on air because I wanted to see what Neville would say about this. So, Neville, if Mevrouw is busy doing stuff with somebody who's, let's say for instance, in the States, over the phone, a FaceTime antwoord, and you know, it gets physical
Heated.
without the physicality. Obviously, the other guy is in Orlando, Georgia, or whatever. And do you consider that cheating?
Yeah, that is cheating.
No, but she didn't touch it.
Nee,
He didn't
nee.
touch her.
Yeah, we did have this
Yes.
conversation.
Yeah. There was no
Okay.
touching. There was no. It was just over the phone and
So what you are saying is,
yes.
I catch mevrou,
You don't have to catch her. You just
Find out.
Find out.
I find out that
She was FaceTiming.
she was FaceTiming Jonathan.
Yeah. She didn't
Jonathan.
even. Okay, this is Mefro now. She's got her little cute gown on.
Hy mukuru wat jy. Hey, Maria, gaan man. Yes.
Never,
cheating,
never
right?
immediately pictured the guy.
And she's like,
Ay mukuru. Pai tarere.
It's like,
hey, hi. My husband is not at home.
Oh, Maria, you disgusting.
there is no touching, never.
It's cheating, right?
It's just talking.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
It's cheating.
It's cheating.
Then flirting would also be cheating. then
Yes,
in that
that's what
case.
I'm saying.
Yeah, flirting is not cheating.
Flirting is cheating.
But if mevrou catches me, it says, praat mos net.
The rules are changed. The rules.
Ons het net gepraat.
Yeah. She just happened to be half naked on the other side of the phone. But we were just talking.
No, I know of some guys who have been caught in this type of entanglement that you're talking about,
Yes.
which you guys are talking about. Yeah. And it's not easy to come back from something like that.
That's not.
To how do you explain? Because you see, the thing is, if your wife or your girlfriend would catch you flirting, even though she sees definitely there's not been any contact, but the fact that you initiate
Oh, yes.
something like that,
Yeah.
it's like as manet die cherry is een swakop.
And that's how they start disrespecting your wife. It's true.
Nee?
Those girls you're like flirting with, come on, ja, sy dink sy is special. Haar man is in my DM's. Hy's hier besig saam met my. Kyk,
But that doesn't mean I don't think my wife is special.
it's not what you think.
Maybe I
It's
think
the fact that she's being disrespected now by virtue of your actions because you're not acting like a husband should.
Nee.
ladies-
But why are you becoming disrespectful?
yeah, why are you becoming disrespectful
Why?
to my wife?
Oh, I'm talking about.
You, the side chick.
Oh,
you.
you're
Yeah.
like, you must.
Why?
You people must don't keep your things on a leash.
Oh. Come on, doop. I'll play a still.
Kan jy-
Yeah, Neville, keep your things on a leash.
kan julle nie net vir julle gedra nie?
Yeah.
I'm with my wife, you are with your boyfriend. Gedra vir jou. Asseblief.
Say me God, ek lag every time he starts talking like that. I start thinking of years ago. I need to keep putting this disclaimers. He wasn't married. Neville, what you found your side chick with her boyfriend in the club and you was squat.
Ja. I remember years ago. Yeah.
Wat het gebeur?
Hey. No, it was jy soos hulle sê in Tabernacle jy taura, jy's jaloers.
Yeah.
No, jy ken mos, she has her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Now you meet her in the club and you see her with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just go green
Yeah.
out of jealousy. So you wait for that moment where she goes to the bathroom
Yeah.
and you can also just go to the bathroom while the guy is at the bar.
Yeah.
So you can just have a quick
Conversation.
Q&A.
Yeah.
Okay? And you come there and you meet there. It's a voetsek, it's a gaan huis toe.
Come
Wat
on.
maak jy hier so?
Come on, say voetsek.
Taitsa never wat sê, ha? Het jy nie respek vir my nie, ha? Gaan
But
jy-
you are also there with your girlfriend.
No. I'm maybe they're not even with my girlfriend. I'm just there chilling. Verstaan jy? So and then they even become defensive. Nee, jare, ek is besoek met jou. Jy het besoek jou eie cherry nou. Wat is dit ook al saam met my? I mean, that is so disrespectful. How can she move around anywhere knowing that I will be there? Dis mos nie reg nie, Kilvis.
I'm a bit more devious than that, so.
It's nonsense, man.
I will
Side chicks, you must have respect.
I will probably be trying to, stir things up there in the background, winking at you from across the room when he's not looking. Just my
Make it uncomfortable for her.
yes, my hand just brushes against your butt when I walk by. It's like, yeah, it's just say some. Yeah.
As jy met jou ou hierso.
It's like,
That was a mocho, man. Just subtle defensive things that
kom
you
groet
do.
even. Au, die man, ek check jy's met die wifey vandag. Oep, verby. Relationships. Boy, am I glad I'm married. Ons lees 'n paar.
It's rough out here.
Is nie maklik nie.
It's nie maklik nie.
Martin Emutoni, Maria likes poking Neville, but when Opa returns the favor, it becomes World War X.
Verstaan jy?
Ja.
Verstaan jy?
Do you poke most?
Ashley is saying there are different types of cheating: physical, emotional, spiritual. Just normalize cheating, both men and women.
Normalize her.
Yeah.
Normalize cheating. I did it. I was like, I was about to agree with her, and then normalize.
She went south.
Yeah, she went south so quickly. Let's not normalize that.
Let's just redefine relationships in general, because it seems like the current definition, nobody can stick to it. Everybody has to step out. Tena Namba Morning Crew, balance us. The views and listeners are vocational center allowed to open up on full capacity? Because NIMT is open in full capacity, and some lecturers says the COVID-19 is a conspiracy theory.
I don't think that's allowed, but we'll look into it. Thank you so much.
NIMT, right?
Yeah, NIMT.
But then again,
We'll
that
follow
last sentence of hers. You know what? I'm so tired of people keep on referring to COVID-19 as a conspiracy theory, that it doesn't really exist. It is the way of the world or some political entity, global
what?
entity.
3G or 4G or what?
4G, 5G, that's trying to pollute our minds, and this is just a normal little flu, and until you start losing family members, close friends.
When it hits close to you, and then only then it becomes serious.
But as I sit here now, I have lost an aunt. I mean, I grew up with this guy as my brother, okay? And his mother passed on a few weeks ago. Not a few weeks ago, they buried her last week in Walfish Bay. It's as close as it can get to me.
And you couldn't even be there.
I can't be there. And there were only 10 people there. Talking to him 2 o'clock last week, Saturday, listening to his emotions, what he had to go through with identifying his mother's body, stuff like that. And conspiracy theory, even up to now. Hello.
I mean, I've had to have like very uncomfortable conversations with my mother during this time. Like, obviously, like if there's a concern, it's her because she's older.
Of course.
Not too much concern. My mother is she tries to keep fit.
Yeah.
She's always, as far as I can remember, she's always eaten right, always works out. So she tries to take care of herself, but her age, there's still that element, you know.
How old is your mother now?
She's 66.
Oh, yeah, 66.
And, but I've had these conversations with her. If something were to happen to her right now, and I can't travel to the north.
Yes.
Touch wood, I don't even want to.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to imagine. But you have to prepare yourself for all eventualities. And the conversation is just, will she be willing to, for example, I have to get a travel permit and I have to test, right? And let's say I test negative, now I can't go. But burial has to happen in 2 days. So it's a question of, will you be okay being cremated? Because I want to have a moment with
to say goodbye.
To really say goodbye.
Yeah.
And if I can't do it in the physical, at least let me get the ashes and do it however way I can.
Exactly.
I can do it for my own mental well-being and for me to kind of unburden myself. So my desire is like, I want to be buried next to my parents. But it's really, really tough. It's really, really tough just to imagine that you can't go bury a very close loved one because of the rules. Man,
and then you still have people spreading news that it's a conspiracy theory.
When actual people are dying. There is no conspiracy theory.
LNT Proof is saying, morning crew, I see cheating is a complicated topic.
It's very complicated.
And it shouldn't be. It's a very black and white, I think.
Maria Stouts of VAR.
Yeah, extend some.
Eili is saying, Maria, they are campaigning.
Who's campaigning? For what?
Bekeni. It's never.
Oh, yellow campaign for yellow. Anna goed of who?
Ex-spelers
I want to try and understand.
Raymond Basson, by die groot winkels, dis nie 'n storie as daar nie 'n klomp sterretjies bygesit word nie. Dan is die storie nie nie.
Jy moet 'n bietjie byvoeg. I've heard gossip about me, right? Where I was like, what? Like, you know they say where they smoke, there's fire?
Yeah.
It's not even true. In Namibia, it's not even true. Sometimes you will hear the most outrageous stuff about you that is not even close to the truth.
Yeah, I've also
Okay.
heard some outrageous stuff about myself.
Talking about that, Kik, I must say, I have caught myself a few times.
Adding on,
If I
spicing. Okafondora,
Yes.
Okafondora,
spice 'em.
Okafondora, because you need
Just
to
need
add
some
a little bit
vuma,
more excitement. You
Stay
understand?
groot, winkel. Stay groot, winkel. Yeah.
It's the art of storytelling. We
Yes.
learned it around the fire as kids. You must make it spicy, and it must have twists and turns, and yeah.
I remember say, man, there was a car accident, ne? And the guy drove at 120 kilometers per hour. Toe kom hy om die trein, ne? And then the car rolled. Then the story comes to me. Say, hey, man, die ongeluk was lelijk geweest. That guy came, ne? Met 200, ne? 200 kilometers per hour.
Oh, chicken die draai.
Broer, die kar het gerol en gerol en gerol en gerol. But the guy survived.
12 keer. Hy het daar in die kamp gaan gelê.
Hey,
So that they had to use the jaws of life.
locatie stories.
Ricky Klassen, morning guys. Cubase is stout. Het sê Ricky, wat het ek gemaak?
Ja. Kom op, wat het ek gemaak?
Estamich, good morning. Happy Friday to you all. This was the theory when the virus started, right? People getting paid. It's silly, just like the 5G causing the virus. Yeah, what happened to 5G causing the virus? Those of you who were sharing 5G is causing coronavirus, where are y'all now? Anyway, sad reality about the virus is that those that get badly hit by it, they recover. It does show not fully because they have problems breathing later. Here we have those cases, people struggling months later after recovery, emotionally getting drained. Walking becomes a challenge due to breathing problems. So stay safe. No tourists allowed here since March, and they won't be allowed anytime soon, though the country is doing well compared to others. Real hard times. That is actually something that was also mentioned a bit earlier on in the comments, that people who do contract the virus and then recover, it seems like maybe the virus might be causing lung fibrosis, because it's causing people to have breathing issues even after recovering. So maybe there is some sort of permanent damage that the virus leaves on the body, even if you fight it off, which implores everybody to just be, I guess, a bit more careful and a bit more vigilant when you're trying to help protect yourself and those around you.
True.
Yeah. Hi everyone, I missed you guys. Vosia Alanagri. By the way, Vosia, I was watching your what is it, Dangsanam? Your influencer challenge yesterday, and I was cracking. And then I go jog at 4 in the morning. And the family lies.
I wanted to post mine. The only problem is I don't post my children on social media.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious. My son.
It's
So
funny.
what is this about?
It's where you're fronting for social media. You know, like, so you basically take the phone, you look like you're making a video for social media.
Yeah.
But actually the camera is on the people around you.
Your family.
Your
basically.
family.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, I try to keep fit by waking up every day at 4:00.
Which
Yes.
they know
To
you
work
don't do.
out. So you just tell lies.
Yes.
Like you're telling it for an audience.
To see
But
how
you
they
should-
react to
you see
you
how-
lying
My
on
son-
social media.
My son was like with the big eyes, because I was talking about all these things. Like, I have gone full vegan now, so we don't consume any meat. And my son is looking at me, and he was just like, at the end of it, he was like, "No, you are not."
In her video, one of the guys stood up and was like, "Oh, Dimen's so fun. Leave from a car on the social media." I'm like, yes, it's actually quite funny.
Yeah, you should.
That would
It's
really be
very-
something it
Yeah,
really
just
happened again. Yeah,
search it on social media.
my family
Influencer challenge. Influencer challenge, right? Hashtag.
It's a challenge.
There's funny content there because
It's like, no, every day when I come home from work, me and my family, we sit around and we pray and then you see your kids looking like, huh? We pray.
Well, I jog. I try to do
I
at least
jog.
10 kilometers a day of jogging every day. And the kid's like, Mommy, you don't jog.
Come on, jog. Where do you jog?
Where do you jog?
Wow, that is
Some of
very
them just keep their mouth shut, but you just see the expression because they
Yeah,
don't know
the
that the camera is
expression.
on them.
Yeah.
And some, they can't help themselves. They just have to speak up, but it's very funny.
Wow.
All right. In 95, while there was no cinema at Marua Park, okay, he's replying to a comment from earlier on.
Wait a minute.
It can be Laz and the side chick at the cinema.
These people don't forget anything that's discussed on the show.
No, they don't forget.
Moving on swiftly.
Come on. Ja, Q. Wie is die wat girls optel agter checkers?
What? I don't get it. What happened? I don't get
Let's
it.
just move on.
It's what we posted was last night. The stories.
Yeah, of people being picked up way.
I actually didn't read them. That's why.
I went to the page and I went to because he had posted some pictures and I went to go check out the comments. Right, in some instances, some of the people that were whose picture it was came like it's like, what the hell are you talking about, guys?
There were like four. I think 3 or 4 screenshots, and I think the first one I opened, I read, "You whoever, what were you doing at the hotel with this old?" And then I was just like, "F." And I just closed it. I never read anything else.
Maria,
after
are you
that.
serious?
Yeah, it really doesn't. It doesn't interest me, not at all.
Come on,
Yeah.
girls behind checkers.
Chasing Ngani, man.
Liva Hiskia. She will only be interested when it's her.
It will never be me.
When you hear Oshakati number plate.
It will never be me.
Okay.
If I'm there because I want to be there. In which case, make it public.
Liva Hiskia is saying when you two guys like snitching, Neville Assoos, die aunties in die toera, wat 5 uur in die môre by die venster sit en 'n mens afluister en môreoggend alles kom prat.
Ooh, maybe it was better in Katutura. Vakweto Mondesa.
Modest.
You know, Mondesa is most those they clean mirikis.
Yes, true.
Or then they have that picket fence.
Yeah.
So the aunties
Yeah.
smith met the gowns.
Yeah.
Small coat
Yeah.
with the sockies, gowns, with the bonnets on the head. En hulle sê die kinders, het jy gesien daai net hoe laat dit daai is toe. That's all they do in Mondesa.
En daai is mos ook weer met daai en daai en
They're in a frame with that. It's the aunties. And it's aunties, it's not kids. It's groot aunties.
Oh, I miss Wakop.
Castro Paul is saying Moro crew, wishing you guys a great Friday and a safe weekend ahead. Thank you. It's actually been a very slow week on the show this week. Have you guys noticed?
I think it was
Slow
fast.
like
It's
how?
like Friday
No,
already.
we've had really good shows, but it's not at the pace that we normally keep it. This week we've been very chilled.
We didn't go
I
in.
loved.
No, I didn't say we had bad shows. I said we had really good shows, but it was slow.
It wasn't controversial.
Yes, like the pace that we have set over the past couple of years. No, come a couple of years. I'm imagining myself 5 years. Where you
Maria
gonna?
said, a couple is 2. Okay?
Yeah.
Maria said,
So in 2022.
yeah, we can talk.
Yeah, but the you know the kind of energy and pace that we've set for the show since we've been here. Yeah, but we've been doing good. Mary, I never say never.
So
I was
we
just
must-
about
I'm
to say
saying never.
never.
I'm saying never.
Denzel Spiegel.
There, I can say never.
Neville must try out one video talking about his every weekend braai morning.
Yeah, Denzel.
Liba Hiskia, it won't work. Maria has a short temper. Okay, wait, let me see the original comment because it was a reply to something here. Philly.
Such bullying tactics
Yes.
on this show.
I want you guys to prank
Why
me.
do I still grace you with my presence every morning? I don't know.
Philly Shatimwene is saying, I want you guys to prank Maria one day. I will pay the damage.
Ne?
I'm a prankster myself, actually.
Ne?
Yeah, I'm a prankster. Oh my God! So there was this one day I went under the bed, and our nanny came in and she was vacuuming, and then I grabbed her leg.
Hey!
Sure, that woman stomped out of the house. I had to run after her and tell her, hey.
Stop.
And I see my daughter does it. My daughter is so patient. She'll
could
wait
be.
around the corner for like an hour if she has to.
Until somebody comes.
Until somebody comes just to catch you. She's so dedicated. But I was the same. I mean, now I'm older. I don't do it like you grow out of it. But I was exactly like her. I'm a prankster.
I hate stuff like that.
I know it's not nice when
My
it's done to
daughter,
you.
my daughter would do that to me. Stand around the corner and
Yeah. Oh, I used to do that stuff. Or throw a snake, those plastic snakes at you. Oh, I used to love stuff like that. Now I'm grown up now, but yeah.
Wat is dit? What did you see?
Gaan lees self. You must anyway read yourselves and he like while I'm busy talking here. Dambe Haikali, one can still bury the ashes. My uncle was cremated. Memorial and burial will be held at a later stage when lockdown is lifted.
Yeah.
Faithful until proven otherwise, yes.
Faithful until proven guilty.
Yes. Estomich, since Neville and Cubase are off the market, they should start a man camp, all right? A gathering to help men better themselves. But these two support crazy ideas. Not sure if that men camp will be productive.
I was about to say, thank you for adding that last part.
Men gatherings to help each other are needed because many struggle emotionally and mentally. It's a sad reality. That is actually
That's
quite true.
It is true. But
You
first
know-
we need the people that must lead this camp are upstanding husbands
Like
in society.
yesterday, right, Neville, when Shine sent his the screenshots, Zolani screenshots in the group.
Yeah.
I was actually sitting and thinking about that same thing. Like these boys need help, guys.
Yeah.
And also, there's no point in us just sitting around and saying the boys need help. We need to do something.
Let's give some context. Because you're saying when Shine sent a screenshot and these boys need help.
No, that is, you know why? Because it's going to turn into a conversation.
Well,
That's
we
why
still
you
have
know what
15
I'm
minutes
saying.
on the clock.
Maria, you never have just a few things to say about abortion.
Okay, so let me give you some reference for those that don't know.
Yeah.
There's this screenshot that Shine shared on our. I can't remember what I said. That's my scanner mens must know that.
But it's been doing the rounds on
Yeah.
social media anyway.
I only saw it when Shine's posted. It was very interesting. So there's this conversation. I'm sure then if it's making the round, some of you have probably already seen it. Those that haven't, it's a conversation. A girl is asking for the father of her kids to send her some clothes for the child, the baby, a newborn. I understand. And
She's going for a C-section. And
she's going for a C-section. She just wants some baby clothes for the baby once in hospital. And the guy is like adamant. He just said, I told you to abort, so lost me 8. Yeah, I already told you I don't want that baby. You opted to keep it, so leave me out of it. I am not responsible. I want nothing to do with that child. Block my number, please, and leave me alone. So
Block my number. I don't want to hear anything from you or the baby. I told you I don't need the baby, but you chose to keep the baby. So deal with your consequences and leave me alone. I'm blocking you now.
So this kind of reminded me because there was a conversation, I think it was last year on Twitter, where a guy said if women can opt out of giving birth, then a man should be able to opt out of being a father to a child if he's expressed during the pregnancy that he does not want the child. Basically saying if a woman goes through with a pregnancy knowing that a guy does not want it and the guy's been explicit and she still goes, obviously it would be in the case where abortion is legal.
Yeah.
It will have to be in the case of where abortion is legal. That then the man should be able to opt out and say, yeah, I get your So many plani. So what's your opinion on that?
I said to you guys last night when Shines posted it, I said, wow, now this is where I would instantly advocate for an abortion. And because...
But she wants to keep the child, so how are you?
Yeah.
Because those text messages look like they're coming from South Africa. Where we know in
it's
South Africa,
Scotland.
we know in South Africa abortion is legal. So maybe she wanted to keep the child. Because you need to remember, sometimes you can advocate for abortion, but you don't want to do it yourself. You don't believe in
I say, and it's one of the things that I always say. There are certain positions I have in my life. I have an opinion about many things. But I'm telling you, my opinion about abortion is so split in half. Sometimes I feel this way, sometimes
Depending
I feel
on the situation.
Depending on the situation. So it's not outright this or outright that. But in this situation,
What is your opinion in this situation?
It pees me off that men would go to this extent
Yeah.
by not supporting. If you know that you've impregnated someone, because jy het saam gelê, okay?
Yes.
So how do you do a woman like that? And that is where my frustration with men comes in.
You see, like I was saying also in the group yesterday, like these messages are perpetuated among the groups.
Yeah.
With the friends.
Yes.
Like some young, Maria's telling me she's pregnant, but I told her to get an abortion. Now she's bothering me. It's like, yeah, nee, laat sy net cheap. She must have say.
Yeah.
With any group with the friends.
Yeah.
So the problem is not going to go away.
Yeah.
Because people are egging him on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
But then Shine asked a very interesting question here. He said, oh, well, is it then always up to the woman? Because let's say I want to keep the child. And she wants to abort. Obviously, in an instance where, again, abortion is legal.
yes.
Can I not force her to have that child?
To keep the
child.
carry the child and then give it to
term
me.
and give it to me. No, you can't. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Because I would have to carry that child for 9 months. And if I don't want to, we have a problem. So I was just saying that it's very important. And I know accidents can happen. But I think when people come together, it should be clear what they want, what they don't want. And you should be on the same page. For example, do you want children? Yes. Okay, I don't want children. Is that a deal breaker? I mean, I don't want children right now. Maybe in the future. Okay, so it's not a deal breaker right now. Let's go on contraceptive, or I go on contraceptive. Let's do that. Or I want kids, because there are some women that don't want kids. They're very adamant. There are women I know today that are in their late 20s, 30s, that never want to have children. It's not going to change eventually. There's nothing wrong.
My check on it, these situations do not often arise out of relationships, steady relationships. It's normally a flingy of a side chick,
Which
of
is
a
more
one-night
concerning.
stand. Yeah, but that's what I mean. So, and in those situations, most of the times, it's not the kind of situation where you have that conversation. It's like, okay, do you actually want children?
But that is more concerning because it's just a fling and you're having unprotected sex with somebody you're not even having those type of discussions with.
Yep.
That is concerning. So again, then the problem is with us. I mean, if we're trying to be like sexually promiscuous, but we don't want to protect ourselves, then deal with the consequences. If you're not going to protect yourself, please understand. I always say ultimately, like if a guy is adamant, hey, Vilni, I can't any, my guy, use a condom and withdraw. Alles op een slag, then you really make sure.
Now, what if it was actually an accident?
The only thing I would draw is money.
Pull out.
Pull out with a condom. Yes, accidents do happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, so for instance, it was an accident. And then, we find out, okay, so we have options. And I'm saying, no, I don't want a baby.
The option is abortion,
Yeah, we have like,
morning
after pills or whatever the situation
Yes, morning after pill, try that.
Yes. And then she says no.
I don't think people really say no to morning after pill. I think they say no to abortion.
Yeah, I haven't been in those situations, so I can't really speak for
I don't really think women say no to morning after pill because they're not really, they wouldn't want to fall pregnant under those circumstances. Yeah. It's like going through with the abortion that they generally don't want to do. So, but the thing is that most people just be like, ek dink ek is alright. I think I'm okay. If I count my period and my ovulation, I think I'm still okay. Yeah. Then you don't take the morning after pill and then you find out you're pregnant. But it's a tough one. But again, I don't want to just make it a I don't want to completely remove the responsibility from women because it takes two to tango. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to be having flings, at the very least, please. And I'm obviously preaching to the people that are more privileged than others, because I know not everybody can afford contraceptives. But if you have the means to afford contraceptives, please just go on contraceptives. Even if you're single, but you are doing your things. Your things is go on contraceptive. But it's unfortunate that I'm having this conversation, and it's not generally people that can afford contraceptives that find themselves in this situation. It's generally people that can't afford contraceptives that find. I mean, this woman just wanted 2 baby grows for her child after she had a C-section.
Don't those things cost like $30 in Pep?
Yeah, less even probably.
Yes,
It's a tough one.
Anyway, like I see when we're having the cheating conversation, some of the comments that were coming through we didn't really get to. So let me drag you guys back there a little bit. Ailey Maiden Nyoma. As soon as you notice that there is a need to hide conversation like texts and X, know that you are cheating. Neville? Kaloy Buchter is saying, no matter how you want to sugarcoat it, the fact that you are considering hitting it, my bra, is cheating.
Yes. Thank you.
But then all men cheat. All of them.
I'm not cheating.
You know how many times somebody has walked past and never asked me, which Saljay fat? So we are considering hitting it in that situation. So does that mean we are cheating?
Nee, Maria, ons praat nie so nie.
Sis.
Hy het my al gevra van like, hey, Cubase, Maria, Saljay fat?
You're lying.
And then I'm like, yeah, it's We're just playing with you, Maria. Let's try and trigger Maria on this Friday morning.
So jy glo alles wat ons hier so praat nie. Kyk jy gesig.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past you guys. That's all I'm saying.
Asino Kambikiti is asking, so did DJ Khaled also cheat when that girl was twerking the other day on his video?
No, she was wrong. She was wrong. Not him. He tried to look away.
Maria, wag net gou Cubase. Maar wat is verkeerd as ons net mekaar vra?
No, I actually like how he handled that. He was like, yo, I'm not trying to see all of that. I'm a married man. Yo, please stop it.
Like, damn, that's nice.
I take my hat off. And by the way, that's sexual assault.
Do you think if that conversation was happening not on a public platform, Khaled would have reacted the same way?
I think so. Why not?
Maria, you believe too much in love.
I'm not believing in
love.
She truly is a hopeless romantic, yeah.
Yeah, you are a hopeless romantic.
Why can't he be a principled person even off air?
I mean, if you saw that chick. Kijk, dis na goed.
So jy gevat het. Somebody needs to give Maria a hug. Claudia,
COVID-19 times.
Claudia Shumbwane is saying, will you flirt with another woman in the presence of your wife or girlfriend?
Thank you.
If not, then flirting is cheating.
Thank you for bringing it home. That's a perfect example. Would you or wouldn't you?
Claudia.
Yeah, Claudia, thank you.
Okay,
you just brought it home.
Can we please speak to IT? Ne? That we ban all further comments by Claudia on this.
Claudia, thank you for that. Yeah. I love it when the girls have my back.
Look, guys know flirting is wrong. But we still don't consider it cheating.
Maria, I wanted to come back to what Cubase was saying. It's most boys talk. I mean, if we sit in... Somebody walks past us, Saljifat.
You're sexualizing women.
No, we just, appreciating her beauty.
No, you're sexualizing them.
No,
it's disgusting. It's very disgusting.
Sagaria Sergio Kalusha, a man speaking from experience here. You will buy the morning after pill for her. Go give it to her. And then when you ask if she used it, she says, apparently she forgot, and now it's beyond 72 hours.
You must give her the glass of water and watch her gobble it.
I want to see myself. Yeah. Raymond Besson says, Salji Fat, ons man is a ding. Is ons man is a ding.
Yeah. Vat.
Dion Chimsizel is saying, it's only cheating if you are caught or poor. Yes. We would have still been revering I'm saying Neil Armstrong.
Me, I can-
So Neil Armstrong.
The nice thing is I can smell a cheating man from a mile away, boy. So she ends up, I'm like, Babasche. Babasche.
Check,
I can smell a woman on you.
Maria is trying to scare all future boyfriends. It's like, don't come try that here. I will see it.
If there are two women in my life I don't want to be cross-questioned by, it's mevrou and you. Hierdie ene en die vrou wat by my speel.
It's a little too prat. You start asking for forgiveness.
I cannot know how to lie. But that's the thing. For most of us men, we're not really that good at lying. Ons lieg is so lekker. So what you do instead is you get angry.
As mevrou my eers vra nee. Hoe luister. Ek wil net iets vra. If my wife says that, I say, "Ayer."
Jy kry nog 'n heads up. My vrou se boegter my bro. Before you are ready, you have set yourself. She's already firing on all cylinders.
As jy so begin. Neville, hoe laat kom jy huis toe? Like, yo.
Ons moet praat.
Ons moet praat.
Kan jy my net sê waaroor ons vooruit?
Nee. Kom net.
Oh ja, kom ons sal kom praat.
En dis 'n baby of my man of
Wat is
Neville.
Woo!
Your whole day is ruined.
Korwatch.
Richard Henkert says Neville Basson en Cubase vat enige iets wat loop behalwe horlosies.
Hey Richard, gaan speel ver loop draf of iets.
Jurgen Gay said Neville is an open book type of cheat, maar a Cubase is the most dangerous type. Just by saying.
Actually, I think the opposite. I think Cubase would be easier to catch.
Yes.
Cubase is a terrible liar. Neville as well, but Neville still has his ways. Maybe he's gotten better with time. Cubase eyes will give him away when he's lying. No, Cubase will be a terrible cheat.
I'll just walk away. It's like I'm not having.
I don't want to talk.
We're not talking about this. Yeah. So that. Yeah.
Gaan my massa is toe.
Yeah, a bad experience with morning after pills. It does mess up, really. Yeah, I mean, it's not 100. It's even like the condom is not 100% secured. Leonard D. Samuel. Some are against the morning after because they are kama afraid of it messing up their hormones. Kama stag.
Yeah, no.
Johan van Wyk, but what is the time or what is the difference between morning after pill and abortion? Killing is killing.
Well, firstly, abortion is not killing, but anyway.
Roviera saying, Aisha, if I don't want, I don't want. If you, as the lady, feels like going ahead with giving birth, moet my nie bel wanneer die kind daar is nie. I give you full custody before the birth of the child even. It's yours and yours alone.
Until the child is Barack Obama, dan wil jy terugkom. On schedule. We know that Emo.
Hallo.
We know that Emo.
So wat gaan jy maak? Nee? 20 years down the line, your child turns out to be a Olympic sprinter like a Frankie Fredericks, or become a Hollywood box office actor, or
president of the USA.
President.
No, because Barack's so dead also wasn't available.
Or wins Big Brother Africa.
Yes, or Delish Dad also came afterwards.
Out of the woodworks. Yes, but anyway, continue.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Are you going to keep your stand and say, ek wil nie hê nie?
Neville, Kik, you're even taking it far. Ro is a married man with kids. One of these boys from UNAM is gonna impregnate your daughter and tell her, luister hierso, ek nou nie die kind, die is jou kind.
Yeah, what are you going to
Yeah.
Are you okay with that? It's like, yo, dude says he doesn't want, so I guess.
Yeah. So you're gonna tell your daughter,
Yeah, is that
you
okay?
should have known. He told you must have an abortion.
Evelyn.
You almost didn't want to have. This is what you're telling your daughter. Yeah, it's nice when you can think about it in that context. Yeah? Then it's not so easy anymore. Yeah.
Virginie, talking about that, you know, whatever it is that we talk about as men, that obviously leave women at a relationship disadvantage.
Yes.
You just have to imagine your daughter for you. I hate that though.
Yeah.
I hate that.
But unfortunately,
Men only see women, or they can only imagine women's pain and suffering when they have to contextualize it in a close to home. Like you have to give that
Yes.
example,
How is
like
it
your
affecting
daughter or your
me
wife or your
personally?
sister.
Yes.
Then you're like, yeah, you know what? I wouldn't like that. Why?
Ander mannetjie sal nie my suster so kom maak nie, of ander mannetjie sal nie my kind so kom maak nie. But yeah, then you can't advocate for it being done to anybody else as well. Yeah, it's like having children really helped me grow.
Yeah.
No, it
Let me
helped
just put
me.
it
Gives you a different
Help
point of
me,
view. Yeah.
Tremendously.
Guyton Curtis, laugh out loud. Side note on morning after pill. It's wat is met my Engels veraand?
Julle twee.
The other day, I saw a funny post from a lady who posted a picture of her son with a caption that read, "My morning after pill turns 6 today." I even named the child morning after pill. Penombango, Mara, she might be sleeping with 2 guys and the one guy knows. That's why when she tells the guy that she's pregnant, the guy will react that way. Kusha, I don't want that child. Women are not also fair at times. They are also not always innocent and confuse a guy, just saying. Look, those situations do happen. I'm not gonna completely dismiss it, but that is still not a reason. I mean, if I'm speaking from my personal perspective, right? If there is a child out there that is mine or that could be mine, I would be interested.
Yeah.
In the very least, I would be interested to find out whether the child really
to do a
is
paternity
mine.
test.
Yes. Yeah, instead of just dismissing it. Yeah. Then otherwise, don't eat out of the trash can.
Yeah.
Shines, thank you for the song yesterday. Your birthday song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Don J. Mwandi, Cubase, you must start the show like it's time for us to go. Because the hot tea is usually spilled after that line. Every time I say, come on guys, it's time for us to go. That's when the most interesting parts of the show.
You save the best for last.
Okay guys, it's time for us to go.
It really is though. It really is. What's up for the weekend?
Yes, what are you guys, let's start with Neville. Neville, what's the shows that on the weekend? Are we making money?
Oh,
Are we making money?
that's for Neville 8.
Oh, my broer. Never. Home.
Yes, so the situation in Windhoek, if you're still going out, then you must have...
You're asking to get infected.
It's Russian roulette out here, my guy.
Maar ek like het nee. Ek hang like tonight. Ek sal by my Zali se join hang tot so 20 to 8.
Yeah.
I just like to see that buzz in Karatura daai.
Yeah. Before it dies down.
Before it dies down.
Please don't go to your mother this weekend
Why not?
because you might be infected.
Nee, lost the story.
It's not excited for you.
Nee, ek is alright.
So you've been gallivanting about town. Yeah, protect the elder.
Yeah, what's up for the weekend? Raymond, by the way, is saying Cubase says Dom J. Jade in die Maria trap geval. 10 minutes is gone and we are still talking about abortion. Maria's gevaarlijk.
Just trying to probe your mind a little bit.
Yeah. So what's up for the weekend?
I've got nothing planned. I'm really literally I wanted to do even activities with the kids, but we're not even doing that. We're just gonna stay at home. I'm not doing anything this weekend. Nothing at all.
I should stop reading comments. You see now there's one here that says, so men's lives don't matter. Boy child, we are on our own.
No, actually, we want your lives to matter. We want we want your life to matter.
Why
Yeah.
you had to read that comment?
No, it is. I have a son, so I know. We do want the boy, child, and man's life to matter. But first, we have to fight patriarchy together, because that's what's keeping you in chains. Thank you.
Hierso net, that's comments vir jou. Kom ons chip net.
Kom
Don't
ons-
worry. Like most of this are triggering enough. I bet Maria's going to reply in the comments today from her own
I'm
account.
not on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, but if anybody sees, I'm not active on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't post. I don't do anything with that account.
So what are you guys going to do this weekend? Vra vir hulle.
Ja, wat? Nee, dat moet hulle nou eers antwoord en dan moet ons eers weer.
Yeah.
Ja, isn't it?
Keep well, guys. Keep safe. We know the situation in the country. I don't think it goes without saying. We
Yeah.
don't even have to keep reiterating it. So just stay safe, stay at home. Don't get tempted to do silly stuff. You might find yourself on the receiving end. And yeah, stay safe and protect those around you. Yeah, and have a lovely Friday and weekend.
Love you guys.
Love you, and yeah, thanks for tuning in.
And we're going to be back again next week. And also don't forget, 12 to 1, the hour on Informanté Radio. I think there are still one or two competitions running on that page, so you can go check it out. I think there's another Start Safe competition running on the Informanté Radio page, so you could also walk away with that 48 gigabytes worth of data. Gaan check net for yourself. Informanté Radio op Facebook. And of course, you come to the Informanté news page for all your news updates. Everything happening in and around the country. And the best part of your morning, the morning mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Bye. Neville, no parting shots, no hot pants, no fishing quotas.
Ek het opgehou. Ek het opgehou. Kyk.
Now I don't want to go. Somebody's saying they want to buy fishing quotas.
Every day we bring you the hottest music.
Ultimate music mix.
It's some outrageous conversations.
Did you know I get no amber iets gesê? So are you saying Namibian men were not romantic?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Huh?
Yes.
Why? What are the values of Namibian men? Is there anything good about us?
Yeah, I'm striking up.
She is striking a blank.
You know what?
Let's get to the real thing. The Morning Mix on Informanté Radio. The sound for a new age.
Personal business cover. In the event that you have a secondary source of income, this add-on benefit covers civil litigation by or against your business. This could amount to contractual disputes, collection of outstanding debts, or even infringement of your intellectual property.
For more information, kindly contact Legal Shield today on 061 275 4111 or SMS legal to 31844. Standard SMS rates apply. Legal Shield. Rather have it.
Life's